Good morning. Welcome back to Blue Collar Coder and another in our Tech a Day series. Today, well, let me set this up for you. You've gone and you've created some cool component library and now you want to show it off. You want people to be able to actually play with it and not necessarily just in their app, just, go to a site and try it out. Well, what are you going to do? Well, actually, there's this really cool thing called Playroom that allows people to be able to go and work with your new components just through writing tags and see them at a lot of different breakpoints. So it's a really cool way to prototype using a component library really quickly. So let's jump in and try it out. Okay, so this is Playroom. I am really happy to see this because I've wanted something like this since I was principal architect over at Walmart Labs, and just to be able to show off components and give people the ability to just play with them. So the animated GIF here really shows the kind of core functionality. You've got the editor at the bottom, and then you've got just the ability to just type in tags and away you go. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a very simple Webpack starter app that I have and add it on. And I'll put that up in GitHub for you, of course. Once we're done making it play. Okay, so here it is. It's basically, here's the package. It's basically just Babel Webpack and all of the required accoutrement for that. Here's the Webpack config, pretty easy stuff. The index page and a very simple React app. Okay, let's follow this. We're going to go first install Playroom. Then we're going to go and add in those scripts. Then we're going to configure it. We are going to pull out some stuff. We're going to make that my component, just because we're going to actually export all Material UI here pretty soon, and that's going to include button. Now we're going to remove one of the widths because I think it's kind of redundant, and remove some other things here. All right, put on slash. There you go. Okay, something simple. Now we need something called source components. So that's going to have some components. So let's go make that. And it should have a my component in it because that's what we said would be the default. All right, looking pretty easy. So let's fire it up. And it didn't work. Why is that? Oh, that's because I didn't npm install. So let's go do that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Had a little code over there left over from the last time I did this. So let's go and add in my component. That is cool. So as you can see, as I type, it changes, and it's got all the different breakpoints. This is really, really, really slick. Just very easy. You can move it around, adjust it a little bit, customize it to your liking. All right, now I'm going to add in Material UI, just because, if you're building something on top of Material UI, you kind of want it to be around. So I'm going to go and export all of that in there, and then we can start playing with that too. Okay, so it's got the same fonts as before, but that's because we need to add in the CSS Baseline from Material UI. So what I need to do is create this frame component. And that frame component basically wraps whatever is going to go into each one of those little previews. So here's a simple frame component that has a grid and then the baseline. Now let's try it again. And we get the right font. Great. Okay, cool. So let's have a little bit more fun with this. I'm going to go and add in a material button, just so we can see that that's alive. Cool, nice button with the shadow there. All right, next thing we're going to do is create a header as a shared component. Bring in just a pretty simple header, app bar, toolbar with a little bit of typography. And now we can just bring it in, boom, done. And the next thing I want to do is show you how to do like breakpoints and stuff. So we're just going to use the Material UI grid for that, just to show you that this actually works. And you can see preview-wise that you're getting different layouts for different breakpoints. So there you go. So you got two columns in extra small mode, they cascade, and then in small and above, they go and just cut the screen in half. Pretty easy. And then just to wrap up, I'm just going to add another component, add in a footer so you can see how that goes. And just to show you that we can do things like give you the complete range of all the styling and everything else, and that all works in place in Playroom. Very cool. All right, well, I really encourage you to try this out. You can point it at your own component library and then see how it works and maybe deploy it. And then that gives your end consumers, who is ever working with your component library, an ability to just try out designs on the fly. I think it's really cool. Of course, if you have any questions or comments, be sure to put those down below. And if you like this video, be sure to like it. And otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow.